Hi everyone, welcome back to another review, and I will be reviewing
The Whistleblower. He challenged their secret world.
It's a British-made film, and it's from 1986. It stars Michael Caine, Nigel Havers. Michael Caine's movie name is Frank Jones, and Nigel Havers' movie name is Robert Jones, but in the movie he's called Bob.
To do nothing, knowing what I know now. Don't you see? No, I don't.
And it's about Michael Caine playing a naval officer who also worked in British naval intelligence. And his son, played by Nigel Havers, is someone that is a linguist at GCHQ, which is basically like British intelligence. And the whole movie is about Michael Caine living in retirement, away from all the hard work that he did. Bob Jones kind of being a little obsessive about finding Soviet moles in British intelligence. Basically someone that is a double agent for the Soviets. Obviously they're called the Russians now. And Frank Jones trying to persuade Bob Jones not to be a linguist for British intelligence. Find something a little more appealing that you can make a little more money. But Bob Jones realizes he's up to something. He's going to discover something. There's a lot of twists and turns. You can think of it like the real American-based Watergate scandal. You can think of it like any sort of political scandal where there's a lot of cover-up, trying to figure out who is part of the cover-up and who are the Russian moles or the Soviet moles. A little bit of a spoiler alert, Bob Jones is killed, and Michael Caine pretty much uses, I would say, the last half end of the movie, trying to figure out who killed Bob Jones.
Mr. Jones, I've got a bit of bad news. It's about your son, sir. Seems he fell off a roof.
Frank Jones trying to avenge the death of his son. Without giving too much away, the movie has an all-star cast. Great Sir Gielgud, who played a whole lot of legendary characters.
Who are you?
My son was killed because of you.
In both Broadway and in movies for many, many years, and was considered one of Britain's top actors at one point. He came from the same school like David Niven, Richard Attenborough, and all these legendary guys that have made British cinema what it was. What kind of made me like this movie is because I'm someone that likes British spy movies, because they represent tension, they represent suspense. You're not getting popcorn to eat when you watch like a British old classic Cold War era spy movie. And what I've learned is that when these sort of movies came out, that was in the height of the Cold War, the height of the Soviet Union. And what brought me to this movie was I'm someone that is a fan of Michael Caine. I like The Fourth Protocol, I like Get Carter, I like all the Ipcress Files, all the Harry Palmer movies that I like. Michael Caine in interviews would often think of himself as, certainly when he played the Harry Palmer roles, as like a working class James Bond. That was his joke. He grew up in the East End of London, very thick Cockney accent, and at the time Cockney accent was huge, and also it represented like a working class part of London. So I kind of like when Michael Caine kind of digs into kind of his own identity and kind of plays a character. I think he does well with that. And The Whistleblower is a great movie. It came out in 1986, and the movie has a whole lot of twists and turns. I like 80s movies, 80s spy movies, because they make you think, and you're not getting up, you're not pausing, you're not doing anything. You want to sit through the whole movie and see what it's like. So for me, without giving too much away, there's a whole lot of suspense, there's a whole lot of double crossing. And what I found the most intriguing about this movie is, while there is a little bit of romance, there's nothing much. It's basically Bob Jones in the movie for a bit, Frank Jones avenges the death of Bob Jones. The ending is great. There's an unraveling of the plot, I should say. And with that, I must say it's a great movie. Suspense is awesome. I love suspense, and in my opinion, while I won't say this is Michael Caine's best movie, it's certainly very classic Michael Caine, I would say. I don't think this is his best movie. I think Ipcress Files was his best movie.
Someone is trying to frame me. You've got to help me.
And Nigel Havers plays a great role too. Nigel Havers made a name for himself on British television. But England has produced a lot of great actors, and it's a shame that many of them, maybe they may or may not be interested, but they never really shone on the international stage, with the exception of Michael Caine, who went on to Hollywood. Nigel Havers, I do not believe, tried to make an effort to go to Hollywood, and I think that was a mistake on his part. He's quite a great actor in this movie. And what I like about this movie is that even though it's a spy movie, there's no crazy visual effects. It's just very 80s, very like old-fashioned police work kind of movie. And I like those kinds of movies. They make you think. But it's a great movie. Check it out. I don't want to give too much of it away. And then I'll see you guys at the next review.